But no. And then we tired of this miserable life. Hey, from we step out on the road, what the name? Love how you're whining.
Hey yo! Once again, your friend Sizwe, and we in sunny Trinidad. Yeah? What they do? You know what they do. What they do is the place where we say what's up, what's poppin', what's going on. And here today, we say what they do Trinidad. Yo, we sponsored by JJ Smokehouse. We inside, it's lovely inside. And I can't wait to show you what we have for you today. Real artists, real vibes, real everything. Once again, what they do. Now you know what they do. What they do is a place where we say what's up, what's poppin', what's going on. And today, we in Trinidad. And so we say, where's the scene? Hey, yo, where's the scene? I got a special guest who really needs no introduction. But I will introduce him. Man, he's in the reggae scene. He's in the soca scene. He's also does video work. He's a legend, right? I want to welcome to what they do. Where's the scene? Ziggy Rankin. What you seeing, horse?
What you seeing, my brother?
You good?
After God.
That's what's up, man. Listen, I'm so grateful for you to come here.
It's a pleasure.
And bless us with some of your time.
Pleasure.
I know, you're a very important guy and got a lot of very important things to do.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to again say thank you. Ziggy, what's going on, man? We miss you, man.
Yeah, I did, dibbling and dabbling and doing things behind the scenes, preparing more music. You know what I mean? I don't really take a rest. I just be constantly working and finding different ways to tune the craft. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So spending more time on the work.
That's what's up. I think that when I said that we miss you is because I'm really not seeing a lot from Ziggy. And I'm wondering, Is it because we're not paying attention, or is it because maybe there's a blockage, or there's something that's going on?
Well, many things combined. I wouldn't really say a blockage. Mm-hmm. I just say that time is moving on. There's a younger generation now, and they're looking at different vibes and different energies. And the energy that I always come out and support is our positive vibes. Yeah. I don't really believe in gimmicks and the slackness and the slander and things. So I stay more on the positive part, where right now the youths and them not really on the positivity and that kind of vibe. So they don't really pay attention to our segment, myself, my brothers, Sasha, King David, that whole circle. So, so that is part of it's not a problem, but you could say that is one of the reasons you're not seeing me on the forefront so much.
I had Hoppy on, and he said that, there's an issue with the succession of the artists, with the succession of soca with the artists, right? Maybe soca, even in the dancehall scene in Trinidad. Would you agree to that? Or?
Yeah, I'm old school man. I say old school. Now I know our parents and the people who come before me had a little problem with the music that we had. I have no problem with the music that the youths and them have now. It's just the creativity and even the music in certain senses. It's not like it really hold me, you understand, and our generation and some of the young ones, because my daughter, if you didn't know, she's a big DJ too, DJ Lila, so she could attest. So as a youth, she say, sometimes the elements in the music don't really grab you. It's just that you're hearing it over and over, so you grow to like it. So back in my days, for example, when you hear a bass line come on and a kick drum come on, it grab you instantly. Now, you ask a man, well, what this man sing the other day, and you can't even remember the chorus, and for me, that's an issue.
I think we started off racing, and I just want to dial it back a little bit because I was trying to think about how am I going to introduce Ziggy, right? What am I going to say? And I was thinking about this all this time. And I think I should also start by, can you give us your can you give us a little bit of who Ziggy is?
Well, no. And then we tired of this miserable life. Hey, from we step out on the road, what the name? Love how you're whining.
Man, you see, I think that's what I wanted, So maybe we should crop that first and then bring it back in, right?
Because
man, he could talk, he could talk because it's interactive and people people know the sound, right? And it brings them in. So I just want to thank you again for that.
No problem, man.
You know, Ziggy, when I think about you and your body of work, it makes me think about like Nate Dogg from the West Coast, right? Would you say, would that be a good comparison? Like that sultry vibe that Nate used to bring to hip hop or to the West Coast music?
Man.
And you have this kind of sultry.
And he was real too. You know what I mean? He is real. And I mean, to me, my little mantra I have, I say music is life. Life is music. You know what I mean? So that's part of me. So yeah, you had to get your heart and soul into it so people could feel
So
it.
you think it's a fair comparison?
Of course. I will take that.
I think you are like the Nate Dogg of hip hop.
I will take
in
that.
the Soca community.
I will take that. I will take
that. Where do you think Soca is right now? Is it in a good space?
Man, yes, it's in a good space, you know. And yes or no. It has some hits and it has some misses. I think sometimes it's focused too much on the formula and not the natural vibes. You know what I mean?
The formula is important.
The formula is important, but sometimes they take it to extent. You know what I mean? And I mean, to me, the listener is a simple person, you know. A man just want to hear something he could connect with and something he could move with. Sometimes they take it to different levels musically and lyrically, where you have to find yourself thinking and studying, you know.
So what is that thing? What is that thing that people we know that is?
Yeah, I was saying the natural vibes.
Yeah.
For instance, back in the days when we growing up, a man used to, how I really boss is Carnage, big up Carnage each and every time. But we boss on the junction. And even when you're in school and you're beating on the desk, it was a natural vibe. That's how artists like myself evolve and we come out, you know. I mean, Carnage boss me. Simple being on the block, on the junction, every time school closed, we used to have competitions and we go up and we sing for the people. And it was a natural vibe where I say we didn't have to sit down and, you know what I mean, nurture and say, all right, this had to go this way. We just go free-spirited. And the people and them was there for us. That's what the people is nice. It's a spiritual thing too. You know what I mean? So if you go into something and I sing about it, it's easy for you to connect. You know what I mean? If I sing about this girl down by the corner, everybody knows she name, the community used to connect. And music to me is the same thing to pour to people because people are people and we all go through the same things in life. Nobody just go through anything else different. You know, we have the ups, we have the downs. And once you could connect to people musically, because I really say music is a spiritual thing. You know, music, my heart and my soul, it control young and old. Right? Music is a spiritual thing. So once it connect with one man or one woman, trust me, and that's the heartache. But nowadays we concentrating on, you know, fed different now is more like who could buy this drink and, you know, you're stressing on your day with your friends and, you know what I mean? And to me, it's just, it's not a real.
You know, I have notes to talk to you about, right? But I don't want to stick to the notes. But I want to stay right here in the sense that there was a time in dance, right? Where like you could get a moment where you could get a sweet wine. Right? You could, you know what I'm saying? There used to be these moments where like this is reggae time, but not just reggae time, but like the time where you could get a wine. A slow wine, maybe even popular music, right? What happened to that space? And is this something that could come back?
Well, we've seen it coming back right now.
Lovers Rock.
The big thing we have in Trinidad right now is reggae and R&B and reggae. So you find, well, back in my days, upper level days and these things, slows was a big thing. You know, you must play a slows in a party, and that was, they eradicate that. So you go a little party now, not a fete, not calypso fete, but outside of carnival, you go a little party, no slows, you know? But back in the days, our slows was a must. That your time where, you know, you look for who you want in the dance and you get a little slow. They didn't have it, but it's coming back now because they're bringing back the R&B and the reggae, so they're trying to bring back that love vibes. I mean, in Trinidad at least, it's a big thing here. Yeah, man.
Okay, so you think that, you remember that time, but it's coming back.
It's coming back. The R&B and even the youths, and it's an amazing thing to see that the youths and them clinging on to the R&B. Not the now R&B, but I talk more like Boys to Men.
No, for sure.
Yeah, Whitney Houston, what do you call them? Not Backstreet Boys, before them, Cool and the Gang. You know what I mean? The youths and them gravitate into these kind of R&B and slow. So the music is there, and I think it's a calling to them. And then the youths who coming up in that now, I think they will try to pattern the style from what they hear in these
So
parties.
if that's true, then when we talked about a little bit earlier, when we talked about the youth and their music not really resonating as much as maybe you would have liked it to be, but they are reaching back to a time where our music was like pinnacle. Right, our music was like, that was our thing.
Yeah.
It meant something, and it mean like even with my son, not from a music standpoint, but from like maybe TV. He has watched Different World, and he has watched like Cosby Show and Martin and these things. Right, that's what I don't see him watching anything current. Right, but he reaches back into a time where like we used to watch. You know, so I think that. I don't know. I find that they're reaching for spaces.
You know why? For me, I think the youth and them, they're very, very, and they're extremely talented, but they don't have the guidance. You know what I mean? So like if they're singing like Badness and Your Bridget and them saying, yeah, that's the way to go, stick to it, and they see that working, they would think that that's the only road to go down to. You know what I mean? I will always draw examples from men like Bounty Killer and Buju. I mean, Bounty Killer is not the same Bounty Killer that he was years before.
Yeah.
Buju is not the same artist he was, and artists must be able to evolve. So nothing wrong with the youth and them singing. They bang him up songs and they gun songs and these songs, but they must leave room for improvement and to evolve. So I guess the music right now, they're seeing a different vibes, a different energy, a different entity that they could enter. So it's very interesting to them, you know what I mean, to develop themselves as artists. So they're not lost, you know.
Yeah.
It's just the guidance.
I remember when the Trinidad and Zest scene was kind of getting its early popularity, and you know, people were saying that it's violent and this and that. But I think my argument was always kind of like, it would weed itself out, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, like, because you can't do both.
Yeah.
Right? Same like in hip hop or any other genre.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do both.
Can't.
And so if we allow them the space to be big or to grow, then
they would have, if it hadn't gone down that violent road, I am sure that these youths and them would have evolved in the music and be singing about different topics and whatsoever. But just because they are where they are, they didn't have that guidance. I mean, I from Carnage, and back in our days, we used to have, you know, Ninja Man and the Terror Fabulous Gangsta is Purple. And we used to have Bounty with a whole heap of gunman lyrics. But at the end of the day, it used to be a more lyrical war. You know what I mean? Even if we in different communities in Carnage, because that's what the competition was about, right? So a man will come from Lance Meter, a man will come from Big Yard, and all of we will bounce up. And here we go, chant badness, you know, but it's a lyrical war.
Yeah.
And whoever had the best lyrics, you know what I mean? So we all come out from the badness thing, but we were able to evolve and we didn't take it that serious and that far.
Was your beginning in the music in reggae or was it something else?
Dancehall, man.
Dancehall.
Yeah, dancehall is a big part, as much as it doesn't want to admit it. I mean, well, after church, when you coming out as a youth man, going to Rosary Boys, dancehall music was more prominent than anything else. I mean, the biggest thing to us, where I used to respect, is men like David Rudder and Brigo. I love and respect them, but the majority of the music in my time growing up in my communities was dancehall. You know, dancehall music. So that influenced us in a big, big way.
So would you agree with some of the statements that's been made saying that dancehall and reggae is more of Trinidad culture than soca?
Who could deny that, man? And I remember as a youth man, carnival time, we never used to go for the soca. We used to go by the paddock. It used to have a big reggae session there every carnival time. That's where the majority of the youths used to be liming. You know what I mean? Because they pong in the reggae and the dancehall, and that's where we want to be. You hardly used to see the youth men and them, you know what I mean? In the carnival spirit, it's real. And I mean, that's my generation. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think dancehall was more prominent in Trinidad and Tobago back in the day. That's where I started from. Yeah, man.
So it is more the culture than soca and calypso.
I would say so, man. Whoever say no, I guess they didn't have no childhood and used to be liming all over the place. I mean, even when we go up a level or we go different clubs, hardly any soca used to play. It's dancehall. You know what I mean?
I saw that you said once that you're not a soca artist, you're an artist.
Yeah.
Right? What is the difference between an artist and a soca
A
artist?
soca artist is when they pin you in one area, because they could say as a reggae artist too. Trinidad and Tobago have a dread stigma. So when I come back here in 2003, Miserable Life was already blazing, and they thought I was a Jamaican. Now, my first ever big song was with Ajala, a song named Sonani, right? That was a chutney song. And I should say God is working mysterious ways. If I had stayed in Trinidad, I wouldn't have get no blind. So,
So where were you?
New York.
Okay.
Yeah, so that song, Miserable Life, was sang, video, everything was in New York. That time Synergy had now started back in Trinidad, come back Trinidad, release it. They thought I was a Jamaican. And in my head now, I was like, yo, I don't want anybody to stick me in that corner. So I just had to be singing reggae right through. Because they do that. So once, if it's a Trinidadian artist, well, you know that, I will say that because it is hard to see, I'm one of the few. It's hard to see any artist in Trinidad and Tobago singing everything and accept it, right? Because I made that hard step in the beginning, I have songs in reggae that everybody know. I have songs in soca that everybody know. I even have Christmas songs that people know. I even dibble and dabble in the chutney music too, collaborations. So for me, it was being free to express myself. So I intentionally did the Christmas rhythm after Miserable Life to throw everybody off. And still they used to say in the earlys, like, you had to make up your mind, you know. Where you really is, what you had to sing. I used to tell them, no. As an artist, music is life. Life is music. Once I could sing it, I could do it.
My only pushback is like, I don't ever hear like these other genres, like a hip hop artist, say that they're more than just a hip hop artist, right, or country artist, right? But for some reason, in our genre, we find not many, but some people who say, I'm more than a soca artist.
Yeah, because they realize now that they're getting stigmatized on this. So whenever they try to, I only lucky because I made that step early and I stick at it. It have men, it have reggae artists. Now in Trinidad, if they go to sing a soca, they will get blast. It have soca men right now, if they try to do a reggae song, the public would blast them and say, then that enough for you. You ain't supposed to sing that, that is not what they sing. So they put you in that box. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in that box.
You have a lot of collaborations. Like what's the importance of collaboration?
It's spreading yourself.
Yeah.
Don't spread yourself too thin, because I mean that was one of my biggest mistakes. Bossing in Trinidad with the soca thing. You know, it had a year that every time you turn on the radio, almost every song, I had a song in a collaboration with somebody. That is a dangerous thing. I didn't have anybody to advise me. But something, collaborations are a good thing, but you have to do it in intervals. You know, a certain timing with certain people and that kind of thing.
But one would like take Drake. One would say you on every record, or in a certain period you're on everything.
Yeah.
Right? And what would be wrong with that?
When somebody hearing your voice over and every time they turn their head, like, yeah, Ziggy again? Oh, Ziggy again? Isn't it Ziggy on this song? Ziggy can't rest our. And you know our culture, we like that. They go dance and enjoy themselves, but it's the pecan right through, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the next year, men might say, well, yeah, Ziggy was on everybody thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was Ziggy on the, you know what I mean? So that kind of effect is what it had.
It kind of soured it.
Yeah. Oversaturated. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that you're right, but I just want to commend you, and as I said earlier, we miss you, right? Gosh. Because even though you were once on everything, I would love to hear you on much more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's try this. If you could pick one to be above the other, right? So I'll say Ziggy Rankin or Marlon Asher.
Woo. Marlon is my boy. And I give Marlon that respect because he's been spreading that culture all over the world. So, Marlon. Yeah, man.
All right, Marlon or Queen Omega?
Queen Omega.
All right, Queen Omega, Ice Sasha.
Queen Omega.
Queen Omega, King David.
Queen Omega.
All right, and Queen Omega, Prophet Benjamin.
Queen Omega.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why
man.
Queen?
She's the queen.
She's the queen.
That's the boss. She was before we. She set the trend for us. She cleared the way for us, and she's still out there doing her thing. She mightn't be as recognized in Trinidad and Tobago, which is a shame. But she's a great icon, a legend to us in the reggae fraternity. So yeah, man, Queen Omega over everything.
Yeah, I know Queen and I love Queen.
Yeah, man.
And I think that, yeah, she's just this international superstar, and it's unfortunate that many people here don't recognize or don't see.
So it just goes sometimes, you know what I mean? Although they say dance a yard before you dance abroad, but sometimes, like I experienced it, I had to dance abroad before I dance a yard, because I tried years dancing a yard and it was just doors closing, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I sneak in, and that was it. When I sneak in on a bus, it had no turning back. They couldn't close the door on me again. So, yeah, man.
You have a collaboration with I forgot her name, but
Vebo's man.
From Power.
Yeah.
How did you get that collaboration?
It was a competition for the best verse. She wanted a Caribbean vibe. You know what I mean? So whoever had the best verse, the label took it up and they ran with it. So I happened to come out, send in my verse, and was successful.
Okay. So I was so how did that do? How did it go?
That song was good, man. Yeah. She came to Trinidad, everything. She loved the vibes, loved the cut. She loved everything. We made the connection. We still have the connection there. You know, we talk in and out. But she's a fabulous artist, man. Yeah, man. And she also taught me a lot of things about the industry out there and how things should be done. When she came and she saw certain things, she was like, you know, Ziggy, you know, so and so, and she teach me different standards, man. Yeah, man.
I had a sponsorship through Carib with one of my songs, Good Morning, right? And that to me was a part of my success, right? And I wanted to ask you is, how do soca artists or Caribbean music get their music in front of these other genres and do those type of collaborations? What do you think is missing to get that connection?
I think we already have it, you know. I just think we need to shop ourselves. And we see certain artists who have the, how should I say it, who have the backing and doing the things the right way are able to reach out to these artists. You know what I mean? A lot of guys, I shouldn't even, there's no excuse. I'm just put it like that. You just have to reach out, get your team, put your production together, and reach out to these people. You know what I mean? If your music good enough and they like the standard, they will do collabs with you. You know what I mean? Because all artists, I should say, are always looking for that new kind of vibe, that new energy, you know what I mean, from somebody else, and to tap into a new culture and things. So, yeah, the sky is the limit. So I don't think it's a reggae versus soca thing. I think soca artists are very talented. It's just to shop your thing in the right way to the right people.
I saw Galen doing some things in Africa. And doing that reaching out thing that I think you're talking about, right? And so I guess the question is, are you saying it's more of that? Are you saying it's more of that, or are you saying that you had to reach beyond some type of threshold?
No, man, sure. I don't even think you had to be the biggest artist, because some of the biggest artists out there just take some of these young talents or what they consider, or what they're vibing with, and what they like, who we don't even know about. So sometimes the bigger artists is bust some of these artists, and we get familiar with them, but they see the talent. So I don't think you had to be a big artist to link with a big artist. I think it's all about the music and the vibe and the product of your brand that you're bringing forward.
Because some artists might feel like, I too small.
Nah, man.
You know, they ain't gonna work with me because I ain't doing anything for them, but they'll be doing everything for me.
I mean, look at this year with Marshall and with Paris. I mean, he's not a big, well-known artist, but the vibe and the energy that the youth man have, I guess Marshall take interest into it. So it's the same thing with foreign artists, even Jamaican artists and ourselves. You know what I mean? They love to work with us because of the energy and of course, if you don't reach out, it wouldn't happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's all about reaching out, having your product ready, having your plan ready, and being able to explain your plan and thing to whoever you want to collaborate with. Don't just go blind and start to fumble and mumble. Must have a plan.
We talk a lot about taking soca globally, right? And I don't know if that's the right question. Because I think we as a community are global, right? So maybe the question is next level, right? Where there is an impact, right? Because I don't know what a soca artist looks like, right? I don't know what that guy or girl look like.
Yeah.
But I think I know what a hip hop artist look like.
Yep.
I know what a country artist look like.
Yep.
Right? What, from your vantage point, do you think needs to be done to take the music and the culture to the next level?
Oh, man. I don't even know. That's like a corner. Because for me, honestly speaking, man, I'm going to put it like this. Hip-hop, R&B, dancehall, reggae music, all of them have different vibes, different emotions. You know, they could sing about relationships, they could sing about poverty, they could sing about... For me, I think that soca music is generally a happy music. No matter the vibes, it's just that one level. So for me then, I think it's more putting some more topics and emotions in the soca music instead of, I don't know how it can happen, but for me, I just think soca is a happy music. So it's just only so far
it could go.
I could go with soca music. I can't go and do a depressing soca song. You know what I mean?
Well, I had Taller Dan on the show out of Brooklyn. And Taller said that there is a lane for emotional soca, right? And that why can't I sing about butterflies, right?
When I was making Butterflies, I wasn't making that with the mindset of, okay, this go mash up Afet or this go mash up the road. No, this was a story. You understand? It was a story that I had inside of me. I'm like, yo, damn, how could I relate this story in a song? Because we as guys, sometimes when we talk to a shorty, we might be a little nervous. We might have butterflies, but nobody talks about it because of how it might seem. The perception of it is like, oh, you got butterflies for a short. You know what I mean? But that's what art is. Art is a reflection of, hey, you might be at the top, you might be at the bottom. You know what I mean? You might be in the middle sometimes, but it's just a reflection.
It's
a
really,
mirror.
I think it's Butterflies that was like, yo, I got to talk to Taller.
Yeah.
Right? I think so because, I mean, you got bangers. There's no question about that, right?
Yeah,
You got
appreciate
club
that.
bangers that will play in every party. And so you're done big already. But I think it's Butterflies and those types of records that had me like, yo, for you to get in this creative space to create a record like that, right? And be comfortable enough to put it out to the community, right? Who might not necessarily be as accepting of these types of records,
Right.
than they are what we're accustomed to,
Right.
right? And I think is that type of vibe and that type of mindset that I think we need to investigate and talk about for the people to see, right?
For sure.
Because Toller's here, and at some point, Toller is going to get old. And it's some young dude who coming behind. And really not at some point, it's happening right now. It's a cat who's hearing Butterflies or records like that and saying, yo, I got a wicked idea too.
Yeah.
Right? And that itself is fostering the growth of the genre.
100%. And you see, the thing with me is like, I'm not trying to change anything. I'm just trying to open up new lanes. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we have the lane where it's like Trinidad circuit, do the Trinidad Carnival thing, put out your record for that, put out your Carnival records. You know what I mean? And have that. But where's the lane for the artists that maybe they more emotional and they don't sing about Carnival? Maybe they only sing about heartbreak. Where's the lane for them?
But I think I agree. Like, why isn't there a lane for that in soca?
I don't know. I think that we need more, try to be more diverse in emotions then. Just instead of the, but then I don't know if we change it, if it will still be soca. You know, you know what I'm saying? Because generally when we go out to a fete, we go there to enjoy ourselves. We want to be happy. We want to forget all the stress, all the pain. You know what I mean? And soca is always do it for us. It's always do it for me. You know, when I go to a fete and I hear this happy music, it's an enlightenment. But for me, that's all it is.
butterflies. I still get butterflies when I look in your eyes, eh? Remind me of the very first time I met you in a fete, ask you what you doing next, eh? Then I tell she to forget about she ex. You the one I want, you the one I need. We stronger together, baby girl, it's you and you don't really wind up, you don't really line up. Now is the sign up, girl, come and find out. Oh, when you bend your back, I go deep inside, and when you get it up, it'll start to ride. Now let me beat it up from the other side, baby. I still get butterflies when we together. Girl, you a bad bitch, nothing average, pussy fantastic, yeah, yeah. For you I spend, girl, make you my wife, girl. Don't worry about no side, girl. Only you to say on my mind. No other girl could get my time, and you know they can't get no dime. For you are not wasting time. Only you to say on my mind. Them girl they can't get my time, and don't nobody need to know long as we know. You the one I want, you the one I need. We stronger together.
Well, the record solid.
You
The
don't
record
really
solid.
wind up,
Solid.
you don't really line up. Now is the sign up, girl, come and find out. Oh, when you bend your back, I go deep inside, and when you get it up, it'll start to ride. Now let me beat it up from the other side, baby. I still get butterflies when we together. I could have a shitty day and then I see you. Could have lost a couple bucks and then I see you. You don't understand the type of things we've been through. That's why the fire alive.
It's solid. Oh, you draw a solid song.
Is it soca?
Yeah, the beat will make it soca.
Yeah, it's soca.
You the one I want, you the one I need. We stronger together, baby girl, it's you and you don't really wind up, you don't really line up. Now is the sign up, girl, come and find out. Oh, when you bend your back, I go deep inside, and when you get it up,
If you explore this more, because you know, men will complain about, you know, if you're in a fete or you go and sing, but that's this. You need to break the mold, the dialogue, and make it a little more. You know what I mean? Would it change soca? Would it still be soca? You know what I mean? So what's really the definition of a soca song?
Yeah, but if
really
it's next
interesting.
level, if there are these ceilings, right, and we want to be inclusive and get people into our thing, we have to make music. Do we have to make music that they can relate to as well?
I think so. Because to me, that is what the majority of people like to listen to, man. Emotions. And when you're having a heartbreak, it has songs you just go to. You know what I mean? And let me just talk about a genre. So if it has songs in R&B and slows, when you're in a down mood, you listen to that. It also have R&B songs when you're happy and something good happened to you, you could listen to that. Same thing with dancehall, same thing with hip-hop, same thing with reggae. If it's a relationship with soca, it's always something to make fun of or in a jovial manner, or it's just be a happiness dance. You understand? So for me, I think, I mean, I might get bashed with, but that is when I see soca, and I only think happiness. But if I think of other genres where everybody else like to listen to, it's because they want to tap into different feelings that they're feeling at that time. You know what I mean? And that is what music really is. It's about feelings. Even as I say again, music is a spiritual and emotional thing. I will say it again. And music is life. Life is music. What you're going through, people just express it through music. You know what I mean? So I think soca, for me, that is what if we want to reach that level, global level, where people could turn on a soca and feel sad, and turn on a soca and feel happy, or turn on a soca and feel a certain way, I think that is where we have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. Do we need the product to elevate more? Happy said to me, you can't bring soca to the world. You gotta bring the world to soca. Right? I think that's what he said. You gotta bring that. He said that, right? You gotta bring the world to soca. You can't bring soca to the world. Right? My dad would say, I don't know why I want to go to the world. Why do I want to go to the world? Right? I don't want my product or soca to be diluted so that it could be accepted in other spaces.
Yeah.
And if we do that, are we prepared to maybe lose some of that?
It will lose some of that, because remember, we're trying to satisfy what they need, what we think they need, and we try to change the music to try and adjust it to their wants and needs. And with that, you will lose the authenticity of the soca, even calypso, you know. Calypso is something that's, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. So I guess that is a good way to put it, you know. You have to bring them if you want to keep our culture. Again, man, I mean, I don't want them to bash me, you know.
Nah.
But if we go to reggae music, I mean, that culture is not lost. Reggae is reggae. Still, when you hear reggae, like certain bands can't play authentic rhythm beats, man, because they keep the authenticity. You know what I mean? But soca has evolved so much over the years. It's not the same soca as yesteryear. You know what I mean? So that's a good point. I mean, we have to love our culture and keep our culture as it is and make the people love us for who we are. You know what I mean? Keep the same beats for me, but the lyrical content and the emotional thing, you can change up the lyrics and thing a little bit.
Do you think we absolutely love our music, and if we did, would we be waiting for Ash Wednesday to come for so and then not play it anymore?
Again, I love my soca. I love my soca. But at the end of the game, at the end of the day, as you said, you can't sit down and I can't listen to that soca 24/7. You need it had to breathe. You had to hear different types of music, different vibes. I love soca music, but honestly, Dan, I can't go and stand up in a fete right now and listen to soca for the whole night. You know what I mean? I will groove, I will slow down my pace, I will take a slow dance here, I will sing certain vibes. You know what I mean? I need a little diversity when I go to a party. You know what I mean? And as I said before, to me, soca is a happy music. I can't be happy for that all the time, yeah, for that whole party. Can't be. Can't.
Well, I think that I can, right? I'm going to speak to my soca lovers who are 100% soca. We doing it whole day, all right?
I love my soca, but man, I can't do that.
You can't do it. Listen,
how do you have different change of pace?
what's your process in the studio? Some people, in order to write, need a rhythm.
No.
Some people could just write without rhythm. Some people don't write.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell you. I curse, right? It's a double-edged sword. I can't write. If I go to write, I always stick. I prefer this mental thing, and since Carnage days and making up songs on the spot and performing on the junction because you had to be quick and smart, you know what I mean? So my brain always function anytime, only just have to give me a topic and I will work on it in my head over and over. Easier if you give me a rhythm and you say I want this on it, I'll follow the melodies and build my thing with it. But it's always easier for me to do a line in my head. If I don't like the line, the second line, I could always rub it off mentally and build something. That is me. So every song I ever had was never pen to paper, unless, you know, you had to register it with cut and them things. But everything is be up here. So it's a double-edged sword for me. You know what I mean? In the sense that sometimes I forget my lyrics. You know what I mean? Depending on how old the song is. You know what I mean? So sometimes I might go and somebody might say, boy, a long time I ain't here, kill next door and something, and I will start good, you know. Somewhere in the middle of the verse, I will forget something. So it's be a double-edged sword unless it's a song that I constantly performing. So yeah, man.
So in studio, it's vibes alone.
Vibes and energy.
Vibes and energy.
Music is how to talk to me.
Yeah.
And the worst thing for me is if I don't hear it, man, I want to say, boy, I need it, boy, I need it. If I'm not feeling it, you're not going to get the best out of me. So that's be a problem. Because to me, it's a whole, me and the music is how to, we had to have our own talk and thing and come up with a topic and nice flow from there.
What's the better energy? Studio energy or stage energy?
Stage energy, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, stage energy.
Be, right?
Yeah, stage energy. When you stage energy, you see, you're able to connect with the different spirits and the people out there and make people smile and make people enjoy themselves. Even if you have a little heckler, the main objective is to make the heckler enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? Because we come out there to serve the people, and the music, I tell you, is a spiritual thing, man. Even music without lyrics is affect the spirit in a different way. You know what I mean? Drums and bass line, music can make you upset, music can make you happy, music can make you sad just by the tones and everything. So yeah, man. So I was going there with the energy, talk to the music, and I come up with my stuff.
Are you tracking any of this conversation that's going on about the differences in soca, right? So bouillon and soca, or Dennery, and maybe even the Grenadian Soca, the Jab. Do you have a particular take, or do you think it's okay to say it's all soca, or must we respect the country and what it is that they're saying their thing is?
I think, wait, boy, it's just like slavery, man. We come out and we have our own vibes. I mean, if you know, if we really go back in history, we really, for example, the Cambule we had in Trinidad and Tobago. Cambules are different vibes of that drum and that rhythm. That's where the whole carnival thing come into his style. Again, I'll go back to a vibes and energy, a spirit with them drums on them, right? Grenadian music is a vibe, that jab, that is how they invoke themselves. So once we from the Caribbean, then, I think we have to respect each other. Barbados had their own thing too, you know what I mean? But it's still we thing. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's still we Caribbean thing, it's still our vibes, that rhythm is still our energy, it's still a powerful thing. And I don't, as a man, really put one on top of the other.
Okay.
Right? Because for me, it's just vibes. That's how they celebrate in Jamaica. I'm in Grenada, I go Grenada, I have a time with that music. We go Barbados, I can enjoy myself to that music. You know what I mean? It speak to me. Come back home to Trinidad, the music will still speak to me because I'm a soul, that's where that music come from. So I don't think it should be any comparison and all that we get split up, all that we develop our own music, we own vibes, but it's still the drums and the rhythm, and I respect that. Yeah, man.
So call it what it is, respect it, and accept it.
Yeah, that we think.
It's we think.
We think.
No, I think that's where it's at.
Yeah, man.
Right. Right now we're like I'm looking to go to Dominica. Because of some of the things that's been said, and we want to have a better understanding of what the bouillon thing actually is.
Bouillon nice
right?
too, man.
But it seems like the bouillon has taken over, right? Carnival here in Trinidad, Monday and Tuesday was full of bouillon and jab, right? I don't think I heard that many outside of Marshall and Voice and Bungie.
Because that music's speaking to you, then. It's the roots music. And because of social media, I think everything now just popping out there and people getting to hear and see different things.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. And it's supposed to help us evolve as Caribbean people. Because now with this social media, we able to share. When Grenadian don't know about jab, they know about jab and thing now.
For sure.
You know, I know about jab years.
Yeah.
And it's good for us now to fuse everything. Music is love. Music is life. Music is... Trust me, I'm not telling you that. I have no problems with that. I love to explore those things too. You know what I mean? Because a different side of me, it's something you could always learn from. Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
So good.
I have a friend, his name is LL Cool Blaze. He's a producer. And he's like, we need to come to the world as simply Caribbean music and kind of remove some of these titles or these names because then it's impossible to...
Yeah, to get in, that's impossible, man. And then again, you know, we have our own egos too, you know. So that is a hurdle to jump over.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody proud of the thing and they think it as theirs. But as I say, I mean, all our is one, we just get separated and everybody had their own song. But when you check it out, our song not totally different from the other song, man. So that's supposed to tell you something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me personally, all our is one, but I know men had their egos and men might want to say, well, this we thing, that's your, even with reggae music, man. As we know, reggae music come from Caribbean vibes, Trinidad man and thing, we really start the ska and all them kind of thing. So all always one. You know what I mean?
If you had your choice, now I think I know the answer, right? But if you had your choice on a performance where you could just sing what you want, what would it be?
Ah, boy. What would that be, boy? I'll just stick to one genre?
No, it's just your choice. Right, Ziggy Rankin, and I'm putting on my concert, and this is what I want to give you guys.
Well, I'll do it already. Just get everything. So I will start with my reggae, and we will go into a little soca. You get a little covers in between. You know, I sing a little R&B. Something is music. You know what I mean? So for me, you'll get every
thing,
almost every genre.
Yeah,
I could only speak English. You know what I mean? So you'll get almost every genre. And that's it, man. Once it's music, you'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
Old
up.
school, new school.
Everything.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Rankin, I just would like to say thank you for coming.
No, it's a pleasure.
Thanks for giving us a little bit of insight into what it is that you do. And you know, lastly, I think I do want to ask. What if there's something that you could give to a young Ziggy, right? Not necessarily Ziggy at a young age, but a young person coming up today, right? On what are the things that they should be looking to do in order to propel themselves forward, propel their music, right? I know that's a kind of a cliche question.
Yeah, it's a cliche question. But as I always say, God first, because God is the boss. For God first, you had to always be constantly working on your craft if you're serious about it, because this is your craft. I mean, there's no fun or no game thing. I'm a man who will still be working on my craft, different ways to do things. And most important, I'll tell them to learn the business of music. You know what I mean? It had the business side and it had the fun side. The fun side is running on the stage.
In the business?
Just know your rights, know your lyrics, know what you're entitled to.
Yeah.
When you go in a studio, you know, a simple thing like you may go in a studio and I write in the producer billing a beat and somebody come and press 2 keys and then he entitled. You know what I mean? You might know somebody, you put in a lyrical input into your song, you use it in your song, then they become part owner of your song. You know what I mean? So it's these little things you have to be aware of so you wouldn't think a man trying to rub you blind and thing, you know what I mean? These are the things. Learn about your Harry Fox rules, your sampling rules. The business of music, so you wouldn't get yourself in a bind, say you sample something and you overdo it and your song big and later on somebody knocking at your door, you're owing them money, you don't know why. So make sure you do the things the right way, the legal way, so you have to know the business of music.
I asked Happy, he's going to come up a lot in some of these questions because it was so enlightening. I said, Happy, what would you tell somebody? And he said, keep your day job. he said, go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Right? No, I'm not pitting you against Happy.
I'm my brother.
But is he right? Keep your day job?
It depends on how bad you love the music, man. You can't get nothing without sacrifice. So if you look for comfort in it's either all out or nothing, you know, in anything you do, business or anything, you must take that chance, you must take that gamble, but you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You can't halfway step. You know what I mean? So you have to go all the way out. Sometimes men come from the last, like myself with Miserable Life. I was down to my last in New York and them kind of things, suffering with my, I ain't gonna say suffering, but going through the struggles as everybody's going through the struggle with my little daughter. My daughter just born and I going through it. You know what I mean? But just sticking to it. Just sticking to it and going hard, man. Going all out, trying to get your CDs out there. Begging to get a video due. But once you work hard in anything in life, you don't have to be music. God will always provide and give that light. Sometimes you figure you're on your last cent, you can't eat for the day. You have to go and do it then.
We have a segment called Bring the Headphones, right? Where we get our artist friends to give us a little bit from maybe a song that they're promoting. You know, they put on the headphones and sing a little bit. Can I, if I call for the headphones?
Yeah, you'll get something.
I'll get something.
Yeah, you must get something.
Bring the headphones. Bring the headphones.
Yeah. Lord. Hey! True morning, Sizwe he chipping, drinks and we sipping, woman the finger licking, that's what tantalizing, we love the way they whining, I know they get them got the wrong slipping with me all aboard. From we step out on the road, what the name? Love how you whining. The way you carry your heavy load. Love how you whining. And the way you move, and the way you groove, girl you put Sizwe there, you know the mood, and the body and the young make you look so rude. The way you bubble, the way you move your spine, the way you move your body, girl, it really blow me mind. Oh Lord, yeah, give me a little wine. Woman, you know me not waste no time. Well, love the way you bubble it when you dip on the road. Behind the jockey looking at your bumper exposed. I want to take a wine and need to think that I'm road. Woman, you make the wrongs for explode. Well laid. From we step out on the road, Sizwe C.
Love how you whine it.
The way you carry your heavy load.
Love how you whine it.
And the way you, woman, I know you put them on them the inner day. And the mother and the earth make you look so rude. No matter whether night or the morning, no matter rainfall or sun shining, I got no hold on you. Hey, I love to see the girls them flex. No matter they can get me vexed. Woman, you pass everything. From we step out on the road, what is the scene?
Love how you whine it.
The way you carry your heavy load. Hey, and the way you move, and the way you move. Woman, I know you put them on them, they get on the mood. And the mother and the eye make you look. We know about Juve morning, what we do? We tripping to find a bam bam. So much woman don't know who to pick from. Woman like rain, woman like sand. Hey baby girl, well let me beat on your drum. Hey Mr. Driver, make another bend. So me can see the girl back it up again. I winding up the woman and me winding up the friend. I take a little borrow from whoever want to lay. From we step out on the road, Sizwe C.
Love how you whine it.
The way you carry your heavy load.
Love how you whine it.
And the way you, woman, I know you put them on them the other day. And the mother and the eye make you look. One more time, we're going again. Hey, the way you bubble, the way you move your spine, the way you move your body, girl, it really blow me mind. Oh Lord, yeah, give me a little wine. Woman, you know me now, waste no time. Well, love the way you bubble it when you dip on the road. Behind the jockey looking at your bumper exposed. I want to take a wine and need to think that I'm road. The big size me want explode. Well laid. From we step out on the road, what is the scene?
Love how you whine it.
The way you carry your heavy load.
Love how she whine it.
And the way you move, and the way you groove. Woman, I know you put them on them, they get on the mood. And the mother and the eye make you look so rude.
Love how you whine it.
Yeah.
Love how you whine it.
Oh Lordy, what is the scene? Love how you whine it. Whoa, no. Love how you whining.
Man!
I'm so excited! Oh, fantastic!
That was great. Very
Fantastic.
good. Yeah, boy, Ziggy. So this is the second time that I've done an outro with you. But this time it's for real. I just want to say thank you again for coming.
No problem.
Performance was mad, by the way.
Thank you.
And again, your voice. I mean, man, I just can't wait to see more from you. And I know that there's some things on the pipeline coming.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man. Thank you again, my brother.
Pleasure. Trust me. Thanks for having me.
Nah, no problem.
Yes,
Thank you. All right. Once again, it's your friend Sizwe. And you know, we in Trinidad, and this is Was he seen?
Yeah, was he seen? Was he seen?
This is Was he seen in Trinidad, right? Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those things. Appreciate it.